Episode number 6: How to start a fashion business with no money. Hello fashionistas and welcome to eBooks for Fashion podcast. I'm Maristella and I'm your host at eBooks for Fashion podcast, the fashion marketing podcast. If you are new to the podcast, just let me introduce myself. I'm a jewelry designer for my brand, Made in Art Romantic Jewelry, and a fashion business coach for eBooks for Fashion, which is my baby, my new baby, because it's my passion, it's my love right now, is the business that I've created just, I can say, more than 1 year ago, and it's a fashion marketing platform where you can find lots of resources to start or to grow your fashion business. Why I'm so passionate helping you to start or grow your fashion business? Because I wish I would have found a platform like eBooks for Fashion more than 10 years ago when I started my fashion business. And coming from a creative background, I'm sure that you can relate to this, I had no skills about selling, marketing and making money with my own business. All skills that you can definitely learn, so you don't have to worry about that because selling, marketing, making money online, you can all learn these skills. And that's why I've created ebooksforfashion.com, the first platform where you can find all the resources you need to create a profitable and successful business in fashion. This episode is number 6, and before starting this first new episode, just a few words about our sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by my new online course, Start for Fashion. Start for Fashion is the perfect course for who wants to start a fashion product or a fashion service business. There were video and audio trainings, ebooks, plus 24 hours, 7 days on 7, WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook Messenger and email assistance from me. Plus a private Facebook group where you can ask to all the other students your questions, anything that you have in mind to start your own fashion business. Plus you have a free lifetime access. Is this not amazing? I love free lifetime access because I can access to the course anytime I want. So you can access to Start for Fashion course anytime you want. And you will receive also free updates of the course anytime. So every time there is an update, you get for free. So doors are opening very soon. I will put the link in the show notes so you can join the waitlist straight away. So today's episode, let's start with our episode, is about how to start a fashion business with no money. This is a very hot topic for today's episode. I'm sure you're wondering, are you crazy, Maristella? Why are you thinking that it's possible to start a fashion business with no money? My dear friend, actually, I really thought very, very careful about this topic. And I have some ideas that will make you really with no words, you will open mouth thinking how you can start a fashion business with no money. I really wanted to challenge myself, and that's why I thought if it's possible or not to start a fashion business with no money. So I started to think, is it possible today, in today's economy, with what everything is happening right now in this world, is it possible to start a fashion business with zero money, nothing in our pockets? So, do you dream to start your own fashion business but your pocket is crying? Are you a very creative person, someone that is really creative and is in love with what is doing or she's doing, but you don't know how to start your business from scratch? If you answered yes, and you are, like me, a very creative person, but for example, when I started, I had no money in my pocket and I had to ask for a loan, and I had also, actually, I had to win a famous contest at the time, a European contest to get funds for my business. But I think today, because when it started was more than 10 years ago, so I think today is totally different. And I think that today you can start your own fashion business even if you have no money. So here, this is my answer. Yes, you can start your fashion business with no money, and I will explain you why. So, right now, you can think that your dreams can come true. And I'm talking about this topic in this episode in the fashion marketing podcast because I really wanted to challenge myself and to try to start a fashion business if for example I would start today again my fashion business and I have no money, what can I do? How can I run a fashion business with no money in the digital economy? Is it possible? And after a long thought, I really came to the conclusion that it is totally possible. Yes, it's possible. And in this episode, I will explain you why. A few days ago, I wrote a blog post about how to start a fashion business, and you can find the link in the show notes. But today, so if you want to read it and go further, you can also read that blog post because it's a bit different from what I'm talking right now in this episode. And also I talk about how to start a fashion business in general in another episodes from this podcast before. But no worries because you will find everything in the show notes. But today I want to focus my attention on something different. So starting with no money at all. That's why I created for you 5 steps. I really thought about 5 steps about how to start a fashion business with no money. So are you ready to create your fashion business and the life of your dream? Yes, it's possible, and with my 5 steps, I'm sure you can do it. So I don't want you to wait any longer, and let's dive in with the 5 steps to start your fashion business with no money. So the first step is start with your why. Why do you want to start a fashion business? What is your why? Why are you so passionate to start your fashion business? Your why should be your first priority, the basic before starting your fashion business. Because if you don't have a strong why, my friend, you should really not start your fashion business, but actually any business of yours. Because starting a fashion business, it's like having a baby or growing a kid, or you can think like it's not only a business, a simple job. Is to have all of your life is involved in it. You have to think that you can think about your fashion business like it's going to be an obsession for you. You will work day and sometimes even night at your fashion business. But also you will, every single part of your life will be concentrate with your fashion business. Your fashion business will be the main reason of your life. So if you don't know exactly why do you want to start a fashion business, I think that I don't want to discourage you, honestly, but I think it will be very difficult and you will get too stressed. So the first thing you should do is to really think about yourself, and if it's difficult for you to find your why, you can products because I can work from my laptop. Is this not amazing? I love this idea. I love to be on the beach with my baby and my boyfriend, and at the same time working from my laptop. And I can also sell products from my laptop without worrying about manufacturing. It's not the same on what I do with my jewelry business, of course, because my jewelry business is everything handmade. I make, so I have to be in my store to produce my jewelry, and I have to be in my store to ship if I'm selling online, or if I have to be in my store if I want to sell physically through my physical store. So it's totally another thing. But in this way, you can start your own collection and you don't have to invest money in the inventory. You can do the same also if you have a fashion service business, because you can start with your blog in WordPress and use your social media to promote your services. You can even sell your fashion services through Facebook or through Instagram without investing €1 before or a penny before. So you see that if the question was, how can I start with no money? Yes, you can start with no money, because you can even start to produce products without investing in inventory before. The first step is how to find the funds if you want to start a fashion business, but you don't have enough funds on your side. What you are looking for? You are looking for, in this case, for crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is for you if you need to find funds to start or to grow your fashion business. Crowdfunding is the practice of funding a project or a venture by raising money from a large number of people who each contribute a relatively small amount of their money, typically via the internet. So crowdfunding, basically, what's going on with crowdfunding? You create a crowdfunding project. For example, let's stay with the t-shirts, your collection of t-shirts. So you ask money to your customers before you producing the t-shirts. So you want to create a beautiful collection of clothes. So what you can do is to put pictures of the idea of your project, explain your project, put your project in a crowdfunding platform, and raise money from other people that think that your project is amazing and they want to trust you, they believe in you, and they give you money before you produce your collection. What you have to do then is to be very respectful of these people, because these people trusted you. So you have to be very clear on the deadline of your production. So you must be clear with your dream customers, with the people that gave you the money before, and you have to tell them when you will deliver your products. So they will trust you. So funding your project before. So you can learn more about crowdfunding for fashion business in one of my bestseller ebook, and you will find the link in the show notes. Because I have lots of strategies of how you can use crowdfunding for funding your fashion business. So the fifth step is about learn from the best. Learning is the best strategy I can suggest you to implement. Why? Because you should always finding a mentor or learning from someone that is an expert in their fields. So make learning a non-negotiable thing for your personal growth and for your fashion business. You can learn free from the internet, or you can invest in yourself on a paid online course or on a one-to-one coaching session. Both strategies are very valuable, but remember that if you invest in yourself on a paid online course or on a one-to-one coaching session, you will get results in the most fast way, because everything is already there for you. Because people, like a coach, just went through all the struggles that probably you're having right now. So he or she went through the struggles and found a solution, and he or she can help you to go through the struggle more quickly and also find the right way for your fashion business. But also an online course is the best thing that you can do if you want to invest and to reach your goals very quickly. Because an online course is a strategy that you can check every time you need. There are all the information that you can get in only one place. So let's recap the 5 steps. And so if your question is, how can I start a fashion business? How is it possible to start a fashion business with no money? The answer, yes, you really can start your fashion business with no money. And let's recap. First step, start with your why. So make sure to know very well your why you are so passionate to start your fashion business. The second step is, who is your dream customers and which kind of problems are you solving for them? So make sure to change the word selling with helping people and to help your dream customer to solve their problems, satisfying their needs and giving them benefits with your offer. Third, start your own blog for free and choose if you want to create a collection of your fashion collection, your fashion products. Choose companies that are working on like white label, print on demand, drop shipping for custom printing and embroidery products, like Printful, the company I work with. And also you can start also your fashion service business, selling your services through Facebook or through Instagram. And the fourth step is using crowdfunding to fund your fashion business. And the fifth step is learning from the best. So make learning a non-negotiable thing for your personal growth and for your fashion business. So, my dear friend, now it's your turn. Are you serious to start a fashion business? Do you want to learn more? If you are really passionate and determined to start your own fashion business, you should join the waitlist of Start for Fashion online course. How to start the right fashion business, because it's the perfect online course for who wants to start a fashion product or a fashion service business. Because Start for Fashion will help you to start in the right fashion business in the right way, without wasting money and wasting time. And the link to join the waitlist you will find in the show notes. So, my dear friend, I hope you enjoyed this episode about how to start a fashion business with no money, and I love to see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you with your fashion business project ready to start, or if you have already a fashion business, I would like to see you growing so fast and having consistent sales every month. So thank you so much for listening to this podcast, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.